What's going on, everybody? Welcome to hashtag I'm Gonna Say It. I don't know, I'm not home. I'm not where I normally report from in the newsroom, but I've been keeping up with what's going on as far as the defense giving their closing argument statements, and it's been wild. So I said, look, I can't wait till I get home. I gotta come on right now and do a show. So that's why I'm logging on now. If you've been following along, man, this has been crazy, right? It's like the defense team is making it more of a joke than they are keeping it based on trying to prove Puffy Jacket's innocence, if you will. Right? And so the more I listen to I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but anyway, start with the A, the one with the A. But the more I listen to him talk, man, the more sicker I get because he's still basically victimizing the victim. He's still basically saying that they wanted it. Hey, grand rising to you, Chrissy. Sorry we got to come to you at a different location. I know it looked different, but here we are. We got to get this done, We got to get this done. Thank you for that daily heart, me, Chrissy. I appreciate that. But this is wild. This is wild. And to sit here and basically make the comment that Cassie's beautiful, which there's no shade and there's nothing wrong with that. But to say that she's beautiful and she should like having smecks all the time because she looks good is crazy. Okay, thank you, Chrissy. She says it's all good. She's tuning in as she cook. What you cooking? What you got cooking? But it's wild. I want to open up the panels. So anybody that has been watching or keeping up with everything, let me know, and let's get you up here. Let's get you up here because at the end of the day, we're coming up on the last little bit of the trial, right? And I want to know where you stand. I want to know where you all stand. Like, do you still feel like there's no Ricardo being shown? Or do you actually see it and think that it's an open and shut case? Don't get me wrong. I think yesterday the prosecution team did an outstanding job at presenting everything. I'm not gonna lie. I questioned the motives that they were doing or their actions in the beginning. I did that. I was sus because I felt like they wasn't coming with it like they should. But yesterday they drove it home. And today you have the defense the defense team seeming like they have nothing. It's like they're comparing apples to oranges. They're taking it as a joke. Chrissy says crab ragoon, chicken salad, and what is that? What does that say? Snacks to binge watch Squid Games. Oh, okay, so that's good. That's good. Squid Games are good. Everybody say hey to Rudy.
Hello.
Hold on. Okay. All right. That's my baby.
The checkup.
All right, thank you. Okay.
Something in here.
And then too, I don't know if you've heard or not, but I'm going to convey it to you all. It's alleged that the guy with the direction as a last name dropped a song called Diddy Free today. Curry. Okay, got you. Natty, how you doing? Thank you for the heart me. Okay, I didn't know what that word was. But yeah, so what are the odds that he's going to he dropped the song the day of the defense giving their closing argument called Diddy Free? Don't get me wrong. The guy with the direction as the last name is notorious for doing weird stuff. He's notorious for soaking up the attention. But here's why I bring that up. Could that be they already know something that we don't know. I mean, his daughters, allegedly, his daughters passing notes up to the defense team or the defense table that the dad is sitting at, and then they're fist bumping each other after they send it up. It's given as if they already know something. As if they already know that he's going to go home. He's going to walk. Natty says, here while I can be, I'm about to leave work and I'll be driving. Okay, yeah, definitely don't want you, unless you, yeah, I get you. You're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. I am just completely upset because of the way that the defense team, Agnifolia, is that his name? Agnifolia, whatever his name is, that the way he's just talking, like they could have left at any time. They enjoyed what was going on. As if when Cassie was being urinated on and was like, you know, and gagging and stuff, she enjoyed that. Come on, man. Let's not do that. Let's not do it. To me, if you ask me, the way he was presenting the closing argument for the defense team, he made himself looks like a perv himself. Bella, welcome in, Bella. Says he's victim blaming the whole time. Exactly. You saw it the whole time. I'm talking about. I was red hot. Like, I don't know why the judge didn't cut that off. Like that wasn't even professional to even do that or say anything like that. It's like he was taking it. He took it all as a joke. And to me, this isn't a joke. Don't get me wrong. I don't wish bad on nobody. But if Puffy Jacket done all these things, then he needs to do his time. He's already gotten away with a lot anyways. If he innocent of stuff, I want him to be found innocent of stuff, which I don't know what he could be innocent of, but if he is, then I don't want him to face that. But at the same time, you don't re-victimize the victims like that. You don't do that, okay? Natty says, first time laughed is the state using a PowerPoint for their closing. I heard not only did they have a PowerPoint, I heard that they first time I laughed is when they is the state using a PowerPoint for their closing. Yeah, I heard that yesterday. And then they said today that what's her name, Teeny? She came in with like a big cardboard thing for her. I guess that was gonna be the defense team PowerPoint. I guess they were gonna use the big cardboard thing. But at the end of the day, like I said, the panel is up. Put a 1 in the live if you've been watching and you would like to come in and give your 2 cents worth on it. I mean, all things are alleged. I forgot to say that. All things are alleged that's being said in this show. If you are below the age of 18, we request that you leave now. All right? So that's that. That's there. But I'm just so upset. I hope that we don't have to wait long in order for the verdict to get rendered. Because, to be honest, the defense team is just making a mockery out of this. And again, I don't know if they're doing this because they already have insight or intel that, you know, he's going to walk or whatnot. Or if they really feel like they don't have a strong enough case to defend him, and they just basically just taking his money and just, I get it. Maybe they're just trying to create just the slimmest of doubt for the jury, and I get that. I mean, I do, but I think going about it this way just isn't the right way to do it. I don't think that they are taking everything serious like they should. I know if it was my freedom on the line like that, I would want my defense team to give me more than what the defense team is giving today on his behalf. But again, like I said, that could be, they might already know something that I don't know or we don't know. I always go back to when down here in Atlanta, we got the YSL trial, and what's his name? Gunna, when Gunna was locked up, right? And Puffy Jacket called him and basically was telling him, hey, just chill out, relax, I got you, you're going to be out, don't worry about it, right? So does that mean he got those, if he did that for him, because Gunna was out within a couple of days, so is Puffy Jacket going to get the same treatment? He going to get out? He already knows it? That went up. Lou Sham 773. That's why you're not him. Right. Yeah, that's definitely why I'm not him. Exactly. Because I would demand more, for sure. From my especially if I'm paying all that money. Yeah, man. Like I said, his freedom is on the line. But if he like it, I love it. From what's being said, he's not really taking it serious himself. I'm talking about Puffy Jacket. Christy says defense lawyers are from Better Call Saul, Saul. What does that mean? Saul? Call Saul? Gangster Granny, welcome in. I like that handle. Welcome in. But at the end of the day, this is wild. Oh, it's a show. Okay. That was a TV show. Okay, see, I didn't know that. What was the TV show about? Was it janky defense attorneys too? Oh, the attorneys are corrupt. Oh, yeah, you right then. You spot on with that, Chrissy. Because they seem like they're that way. Good afternoon, Bestie. How you doing? Jenny, Bestie. Thank you for the heart, me. I didn't know you came in. How are you? We didn't make it back home, but I had been watching and paying attention to the defense closing arguments. So I was like, look, let me get on here now because I'm getting angrier and angrier as it goes along. Marie says she's doing good. I'm glad. I'm happy. Hey, we're almost to the weekend. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon and have a great weekend. As you know, we got to film some more scenes tomorrow for the show. Don't forget, everybody, July 1st, Dope Girls debuts on YouTube. Go and subscribe to Tay-Retta Vision Films, your favorite, self-proclaimed favorite news reporter and host will be Stacks and starring on the show. Tiffany, how you doing? Demetrius, my brother, how you doing, brother? He doesn't need it. He already got the code sent out. See, that's what Demetrius, that's what I'm thinking. Because like I said, he did the same thing to Gunna. He called him and was just like, hey, man, cool out. Don't worry about it. You about to be released. Just cool out. Just kick back and behave. I got you. You taken care of. Tiffany said, I just left the gym, so I'm good. How are y'all? I'm good and angry. I'm good and angry. I'm doing good, but I'm angry at the way that the defense team is making a mockery out of this. I'm mad and I'm angry at the way the defense team is re-victimizing the victims. You get me? Basically, Tiffany says, what did I miss? Basically, this is what's going on. The defense team, and I can't think of his name, Agnophilia, or however you pronounce his name. I don't even care. He's irrelevant to me. But he's up there basically saying, hey, they didn't leave. They chose to stay. So they liked it. He was saying that Cassie is beautiful and good looking, so she should like to have a lot of smecks. And it's like, how are you even, as an attorney, in the position you in, just the way he was talking, I'm not going to lie, it made him look weird. It made him look weird. Like, I never would do that. And then to top it off, Tiffany, the guy with the direction as a last name that was married to the lady that's named Kim K. Word on the curb is he released a song today called Diddy Free. And I'm just thinking, what are the coincidence that he would release a song, if it is true? I'm saying allegedly, if it is true. He released a song called Diddy Free on the day that the defense team is giving their closing arguments or closing statements.
Sorry.
Right? And does that mean they already know something and that's why they're not serious about their closing arguments? Tiffany says, oh no, that's awful for all the real victims. Yes, it is. It definitely will be. Demetri says, was that the first statement? About Cassie being pretty and she should like a lot of smacks. It wasn't the opening statement was you can't believe you can't. He was saying that what is her name? Capricorn Clark. Isn't a credible witness, and you can't take her story as a lie because she went home every day. And then he tried to reference that because they brought up where she was saying that she had to go and take the lie detector test and stuff like that. But then she also was saying that Puffy Jacket told her that if he find out anything about her and can't trust her or she's doing anything behind his back, that they would throw her in the East River. And he was saying, well, she went home every day. Every night she went home. So that wasn't, you can't say that he meant that or he was threatening her and stuff like that. And then he asked the jury, he was like, y'all are sitting here for hours. Are y'all being, kidnapped? But you can't compare that. Like, one, the jury don't have security guards picking them up and taking them someplace. And no one's threatening to throw them in the East River. Like, it was just slow. It was just slow. Natty, thank you for the feather mask. I appreciate that. Oh, that's time. Look at it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the go popular, bestie. Jenny, thank you for that. Jenny says it's either going to be Mr. Direction or Camel Face that's going next. Listen, the way that Mr. Direction keeps popping out while this is going on, and like I said, I know he like attention and stuff like that, but the way he keep popping out, he gonna put himself on that radar if he's not already. Tiffany says they want a hung jury. Yeah, they've been wanting that for yeah, you right. You right. Or the mistrial, right, Tiffany? Mistrial is what they want. Yeah, you right. That is an awful thing to say. That's highly disturbing. It's very disturbing. Like, just listening to him, it's like, man, what is going on? Like, how is the judge allowing this to go on and not say anything about it? You see what I'm saying? Rico, get out of here with that bullshit, man. That is an awful thing to say. That's okay. He released a song with Christian Puffson allegedly. Okay, so the song did drop. Now, and then he's going after. He was brought up too. Thank you for that level up, Sparks, Natty. I appreciate that. He was brought up too, as far as going at it with some. I want to say it was. I think it was. What's his name? French Montana. Or something like that. Thank you for the community fest, Tiffany. I just scrolled down and saw that. Thank you. Sec Aces, Casey's mom was collecting the Benjamins. Oh, Cassie, I think you meant Cassie's mom was collecting the Benjamins. She said she told mom, why mom, never tell on. Oh, okay. And look, that may be true. I know he extorted, allegedly, I keep saying I know, allegedly he extorted him for 20. And yeah, he gave it back. He gave it back, but still, that's not the point. He still tried to do that. He threatened to, was it Jane? I think it was Jane. He threatened to send some stuff to her baby dad or something like that. Jenny, thank you for the marvelous confetti. And it's just, again, at the end of the day, the defense team is don't get me wrong. I know their job is to create doubt in order to get a mistrial, right? Or a hung jury or whatnot. I get that, right? I do. Thank you for the level up, Sparks, Jenny. I appreciate you. I get that. But what I'm saying is, when you do that, you can't. Okay, how can I convey this to y'all? Okay, so this is what I'm saying. As a defense representative, and you're giving your closing statement, and you make the comment that a woman looks so good that she should like having smacks all day, and you're saying that to try to sway. First of all, you shouldn't even say that. You shouldn't even say that. Oh, what did I say, Bestie? You said, watch what you say. What did I say? Did I say, I get to talking and what did I say? Let me know so I know not to say it. Tiffany said, that's a male chauvinistic thing to say. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you make a comment like that in a closing statement or argument for your client? All that shows is that really you think just like he do. You basically saying that women are sex objects, and that's like, it's okay. Yeah, so as long as she look good, even if she say no, you can do what you want to do. You know, like, to me that just was an absurd thing to say. Oh, okay, thank you, basically, because I get angry and get to going, boy. This thing right here, but that just made me upset. And then to say that Capricorn, and then he was like, well, Capricorn Clark, she left, had a better job, but then she came back. And again, they were just saying that, well, she had a crush on him, so she would have went anywhere he wanted her to go, and that when he came to her house and wanted and basically kidnapped her to go to Kid Cudi's house, she wanted to go, and she never mentioned anything about Puffy Jacket having a pew with him. And I'm thinking, he's like, he doesn't even do that. That's not even his character. And I'm thinking to myself, can anybody jump up and bring up the club or the incident with Sean and Jay Ello? Because clearly he had a pew then, or at least was around the pew and stuff like that. The lady that it happened to, she's already stated that she saw it was him that did it. But so you can't sit here and say that that's not his MO, that's not his style, that's not his character. He don't do stuff like that. That's insane when clearly it is. Right? Thank you. Oh, that's neat, Bestie. Thank you for the star. I appreciate it. Tiffany said, why they ain't taking J-Lo down? Hey, that's a good question, Tiffany, because she has been mentioned in some of the lawsuits as far as just being present. You get me? So I don't understand why she's not. I don't understand why KK, D-Rock, and stuff like that. Timmy said, I guess she's protected by the higher ups. I could see that for sure. That would not come as a surprise at all. But it's something, put it like this, her involvement with all of this was something not good in order for Ben to be that upset at her. Jenny said the fact they didn't have Stevie J or any other than bodyguards weren't, it tells me everything. That's another thing. Now, okay, I was in another show, and they were saying, well, they didn't call because we was talking about Big Gene. I like Big Gene, but I'm with Bestie on that. Like, but the person that was doing the show, the host, he basically was saying, look, you've been with him for 15 years. So you kind of got something to do with this because you enabled him to do that. And then he was playing the clip where I think you might have sent it to me, Bestie. Playing the clip where, it was you, Demetrius. It was you, Demetrius. He brought up the point where he was saying that when Puffy Jacket was going at people and stuff like that and getting in their face and stuff like that, the bodyguards didn't do anything. But he was saying if anybody stepped to Puffy Jacket like that, they would have put hands on the person that stepped on, that stepped to him. And that's a valid point. That is a valid point because Big Gene, like I said, even though I like him, I mean, I just got to be honest. Hold on, Jenny says Gene and the rest of them were involved with his BS. And she said probably even participated too. Hey, Rita, how you doing, bestie? Yeah, Jenny, I mean, you got to think about it. He, not only did Gene know Puffy Jacket before he got famous. I mean, while he was famous, or while he was, being a security guard and stuff like that. But he knew him before then, prior to him being in the music industry. So you got to take that gap of time. He's got to have seen something. And what was the guy's name? That was in the mall here in Lenox. And didn't he say that Big Gene was holding him down and stuff like that? Demetrius said he is getting off the will. They will be classified as swingers. Now, brother, since you brought that up, that was actually mentioned. Agnofilio said that. That's his name, Agnofilio. He said that. He said this is nothing more than my client's lifestyle. And the women, they were all what you just said, that S word, that swing, and there was nothing bad about it. There's no case there. Tiffany says, if Puffy Jacket walks, Jesus come get us. It's ghetto here. Listen, I have to agree with you on that. And I'm going to tell you, I know we said this in shows, in a previous show, but it bears to be stated again. If he does get out, the revenge tour that he's going to be on is going to be just insane. The victims is going to be insane. Rico said he's not getting off. Rico, listen to me, brother. I'm not wishing ill on anybody. Like I said, if he did these things, which they have laid out proof on certain things, I pray he don't walk. If he does, our judicial system is a joke. I mean, it's already a joke, but this just proves it. If he walks, it'll just validate that, right? Tiffany says people will probably still support him like Travis Scott. Yeah, because there's still people that is within that upper echelon of the elite group that still want to keep their money and revenue coming in. Tiffany says not Tiffany, I'm sorry. Jenny says if PJ gets off, I wonder if KK will be next. They should be lining her up right now. He's even said that was his right-hand man. Even though it's a woman, that's his right-hand man. So she was in on it. And they have documentations where she was basically telling the alleged victims, to just basically shake it off. Just go on, move on. Quit complaining. And assisted them staying in the hotel until they healed. Demetrius said, did they ever bring a bodyguard up or any other person but just the freak off people? They brought no other bodyguard up. Not that I know of. No. Rigo said, I agree, Smooth. Yeah, it is, brother. It's a scary thing. It's a scary thing. Like I said, anything he's innocent on, I don't want him to be charged for. But the things that he is guilty of, that's the problem. He's gotten away for so long that he feels untouchable. Just imagine if he gets away with this. Just how much more powerful he's going to think he is and how it's going to go to his head. And just think about if he gets to walk, just how much more sinister his alleged crimes are going to get because he's already gotten away with this. That's just my opinion, but yeah, man, this is just wild. I just hate the fact that we right here. I hate the fact that I feel like the defense attorney wasn't taking things seriously agnophilia should never be able to represent anybody. But I will say this. If you ever commit a crime and you know you guilty of it, he's probably who you want as your representative or as your attorney, because in his eyes, you did nothing wrong. He's going to go in there and he's going to act like he did today. No, it's nothing that you toss a lady across the room, she hit her head and bust open, split and bleed and everything. That's fine. She likes it. Tiffany said, highly dislike, hate. Okay, you're right. Highly dislike. Hate is a strong word. Sorry, not sorry. I got you. You're right. I shouldn't have said that. You're right. Jenny says, it'll be like another criminals in jail that learn how to become better at the crimes. Exactly. That's all he's going to do is know how to move differently this time. What's up, Ray G's? He's just going to know how to move differently this time. Demetrius says, yeah, he is getting off. Then they never summoned any others during the events. He is going home, bro. I have a healthy fear of that, brother. I do. I really do. Tahita said, shout out to you, Tahita says, he'll never be looked at the same way. Never. I don't care. And then, did y'all hear that? First, let me go back. Yes, we've already stated that this is happening because he sued De Leon. He got out of line. Right? He didn't stay in his position that they put him in. We already stated that. Right? But what I didn't know is that each year he was telling them people he needed more money and they was just giving it to him because they was afraid. And then it just got to a point where he asked for too much money. And they was like, no, we're not paying you that. On top of that, they said Justin was getting money from De Leon until he got the DUI. Then that ended his deal with them. Puffy Jacket's mom was getting paid by them along with him. They were paying for Puffy Jacket's homes, cars. Why would you mess that up, man? Why would you mess that up? Jenny says America loves a comeback, though. And that's the sad thing. That's the sad thing. Here's the thing. America loves a comeback unless it's somebody that's of minority trying to come up or come back. They do all they can to make sure it's an uphill battle for anybody's minority coming up. And with him, and when I say minority, I don't mean in color, I mean in financial bracket. You get me? Demetrius says that's why the defense said we have nothing not to bring anyone up. That was crazy too, right? Because you got to think, you got closing argument. I mean, you got a case going on for somebody's freedom, and they don't have no support. I'm talking about nobody. No employees came up on his behalf. No, they didn't bring. Look, the prosecution team didn't bring in none of his artists. That's where I would have started. I would have went with the artists too. I do get it because they was trying to get the Ricardo thing going, that they wanted to stay on the office end. But I just would have got different people from different relationships with him. I mean, you got personal relationship, you got professional relationships, but in the professional relationship, you got people that was handled like in the office and stuff like that, assistants and stuff like that. But I would have gotten the artists too. Tiffany says federal prison is a cakewalk usually too. So yeah, especially being a celebrity, they get like a low security one, you know, where they get to like bake cookies and stuff, you know. Jenny says, Child pulled the strings to get him out. I bet. You know, I do too, Bessie. I do believe that it's probably just showing him a lesson. Tiffany said, that's crazy. BGG, HHHCFGH, JJ says, no accountability, just blame. None. It's this. All right, don't do that no more. When we tell you to do something, you do something. All right, you don't try to step out of line and act like you controlling anything or you the head honcho or anything. You do what we tell you to do. Stay in line. You'll stay out of jail. Tiffany says, how do you go against the grain of a gravy train? And when you say Justin who? Yeah, I'm talking about his son Justin. His son Justin, who I think Justin done some modeling and some acting. He played football at hold on, I'm gonna tell you right. It's a college. He played football. UCLA. He played football for them. And if you remember, when he was playing football for UCLA, Puffy Jacket went to practice and assaulted one of his coaches. So don't tell me this is not his character to have pew-pews and violence and all that. Are you crazy? And then, Tiffany says, that's what I thought. That's wild. It makes no sense, does it? He basically got a free ride. Another thing, speaking of that, another thing that he was trying to say, Agnifilio was trying to say, improve, is the fact that Puffy Jacket didn't Kid Cudi's car. Now, just wanted everybody to forget or just never mind the fact that he had already made a statement to Cassie that he was going to Kid Cudi's car, and then a few days later or a day later, Kid Cudi's car gets. Come on, man. Rap God Thanos, what's up, my brother? Welcome in. Jason Curry, welcome in, brother. Come on, man. How can you sit here and say that he didn't have anything to do with it? And then he's like, well, there was 2 fingerprints that came to be women fingerprints. So there's no way he could have done it. He didn't have anything to do with it. Adrian, good afternoon to you. How you doing? Dimitri says, see, now the prosecution has nothing except the S, and that's why the charges were dropped. Now, I did see, I saw that they dropped some. I know people saying that, they tried to lump it together or change. They tried to they took out the attempted thing. Basically was saying he did do these things, But even with that, they were saying, hold on. I am Miss Carol. Thank you for that heart me. I appreciate it. Welcome in, love. When he was trying to say there was 2 fingerprints found on the Molotov, he was saying that was female. So you can't put that on him. RJ said, why are in front of a night in front of a Brooklyn Bridge? What? Who? Oh, yeah, this is a picture I took when we went to New York this past summer. We went down there. We was at Dumbo. Well, hold on. Let me. I don't know what is. Okay, down under the Manhattan and Brooklyn, whatever, because I don't want to say that and they think I'm talking about somebody. And so since I'm not home, I put that back there, right? Because this is I'm where I'm at. I don't want to show all the back, right? Thank you for that strawberry moon, bestie. I appreciate it. By the way, for those of you who's never been able to visit New York, put it on your bucket list. Go and visit New York.
It is the best.
Facts, baby. We had so much fun.
And it's pretty at
yes.
nighttime.
Yes.
You get to see the twinkling stars.
Right. Tiffany says, hey.
But do not.
Oh, she's in the office back there.
But do not park your car anywhere where it's going to get taken.
That's Rudy. That's my baby. Chrissy said, I'm originally from the Bronx. Okay, so you already know what I'm talking about then. Mm-hmm. Adrian says, you're a cutie. What do you say?
Thank you.
Say thank you.
I did.
Oh, say it again.
Thank you.
Okay. Tiffany says, you're so cute. She said, hey, Rudy.
Stop it.
Yeah, so this is where I'm at with it. Chrissy said, oh, Rudy. This is where I'm at with it. Auntie Jenny said, hey, baby. Rap God said, she is your twin. Look, I got to post pictures of my kids so y'all can see. I'm going to post them individually. Man, like, she's got 2, well, how many sisters? You got like 4 older sisters? But 3 of them, she favors just like I'm talking about. Just like
you said sometimes I favorite Kirsten.
Yeah, sometimes Kirsten. But
Hold on, let me count how many sisters.
But she definitely looks like her sister Amari and Tashia. Tiffany said, definitely your twin. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's my heart. Like I tell everybody, this one right here, this is the one I was talking about on the live the other day when I said she was born deceased and they had to do emergency CPR and she had a hole in her heart with the umbilical cord wrapped around her neck. This is her. Jenny, thank you for the community fest. I appreciate it. Yeah. Are you finna get a seat? All right.
And for a little bit, I'm going to be joining my daddy.
For a little bit, because I don't want you to get the line shut down, because you're a kid, okay? So
and guess who got out of summer school?
Yeah, you want, oh, okay, told him. Please. Jenny says she's your angel. So yes, by far. I tell everybody, because some people like, I mean, you spoil her. Yeah, she fought to live for me. I'm going to spoil her, for sure. Yeah, a lot of people say you get spoiled too much, especially your siblings. Some of your older siblings, they be jealous. But she fought to live, man. I mean, you know, she could have easily not fought, and then where would we be? Tiffany said, you better spoil that baby. Yes, indeed. Because
I got tons of toys.
Yeah, you do got tons of toys.
That's how you know I get spoiled.
I tell you another thing too. She works hard. I don't care if she's afraid to do something. She might be adamant about it, but by the time it comes down to the come down, she's gonna go and do it. You know, she's gonna face her fears. So
sometimes.
Yeah, well, a lot of times. I ain't gonna lie, girl. Sometimes Dad be scared too. Shoot.
Sometimes I get scared of the bathroom, but I still do it by myself.
Yeah, that's true. Hold on. We miss Auntie Jenny. She says, if he never sued them, he'd never be in this mess. It's a power move and to check his... Yeah, I agree, Bestie. And that's what I was saying. When I heard last night after the... Because, you know, I don't know how many of you all came on last night when I did the show with the breaking news about the new lawsuit against Justin and Puffy Jacket. But when we were doing that, and we were saying that when they were saying that the company De Leon was paying for his house, the mortgages, the cars, and his mom was on payroll, and Justin, I was like, what? And so the only reason Justin got dropped is because he got that DUI. But then I was saying that, okay, so on the day that the prosecution team had their closing statements, and it was powerful, the night of, Puffy Jacket gets hit with another lawsuit with his son. And I was bringing up the fact of, remember how we talk about how much those kids have seen? We was wondering what all they seen. And now here you go, his sons is acting just like him. And you got to remember, Justin had, hold on one second. Hey, Vivian Lou. Hold on. Kaylin. How you doing, Vivi? Sorry, her BFF call. But we were saying, what all did they see? And so now they acting the same. I mean, you see the pattern of behavior. Remember on yesterday's show, we was talking about how his mom, what she done when he was little, and how he's coming back and doing the same thing. Now look, you got the kids doing the same thing. And remember, this is the second lawsuit for Justin. Remember, the first one was dropped. This is his second one. And this came out yesterday. And so you still have Christian, who still has his lawsuit against him active for what he did allegedly on the yacht. You get me? Let's see, Rap God Thanos. Okay, Jenny said the Rap God Thanos. I'm not sure. Hopefully he'll see the pen. Oh, you pinned something? What did you pin? I'm sorry. Oh, Demetrius said, how did she doing her, how does she like her wrestling character? She loved it. And get this. Unfortunately, we're on a hiatus right now. Global Impact Wrestling is on a hiatus right now because the guy who runs it is having medical issues. But get this, Demetrius. Okay, so her very first single match, she wrestled against the women's heavyweight champion, right? Or the women's champion. I don't want to say heavyweight because it's women. Women's champion, right? And she beat her. And I'm talking about the women's champion. She done blew through everybody she faced. And Kaylin, the first singles match that she had, beat her. So now, whenever we start back, whenever it comes back, Kaylin is the #1 contender. So she will get a shot at the championship. You know? So I'm proud of her. And the thing about it that I love too is the fact that she loves it because she goes back and watches old videos of my wrestling matches, and she'll tell me, Daddy, I'm gonna be a wrestler when I grow up. And then her mom hears it, and it's like, and she's like, you ain't doing that. And then so when my wife leaves the room, she'll say, Daddy, I'm gonna be just like you. I'm gonna wrestle. We just won't tell mommy. I'm like, look, as long as you 18 when you start, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Because one match I don't want to have is against your mother, right? I'm retired. My body lets me know I done did too much. Between high school football and 26 years of pro wrestling, my body is no good. There's nothing I can do. So as long as you're 18 and you make that decision, there's nothing I can say or your mother can say about it, you know. But at the same time, Lord willing, I'm around long enough to see you do that so I can make sure you're in the right hands. Thank you for You're Awesome, bestie, and the heart puff. Thank you. Thank you. Goat Nancy Glenn, how you doing? Says awesome. So pop. People, is that pop people? PL? I'm not sure what that means, but welcome in, nobody. Well, anyways, welcome in. Grace Nancy Glenn. How are you doing? Deneen, welcome in. Grace McClure, welcome. George, welcome in. Omo, I'm going to say Omo. I'm not sure if I said it right, but thank you. XX, welcome in. Smile Simon, welcome in. D Long, welcome in. But yeah, who all has been following the closing statements or closing arguments of the defense for Puffy Jacket? If you have and you want to come up in the panel, put a 1. I'm going to bring you up. Let me know what you think. And I mean, we just got to, I don't know. They said we may have, the deliberation may be over today or it may go into next week. You know? It's just going to be on YouTube. Now, we're having a private screening for the cast to go and see. We're having a red carpet event for that. Allegedly. I mean, that's the plan, but I don't know if they're still going to do it, but that was the plan to do it. They was asking, was it Monday, about what venue to hold it in. So we're going to do that, but it's just going to be exclusively on YouTube right now. It's going to come on July 1st at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. Go and follow Tay Redder Vision Films. Again, it's explicit language. The content and themes are for adults. It's not suitable for kids. I want to go ahead and put that out there because I don't want you to go on and say, you know, he want to go to the red carpet. Okay, so it's supposed to be, if they do it, it's supposed to be the day before July 1st. Thank you, love. The day before July 1st. DJ Zay, what's up, my brother? How you doing, man? You got the playlist squared away for later today? I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna come check. Trail, what's up, cousin? What's popping with you, cuz? Bet. Let me know, man. You know, I'm gonna keep an eye on you. When do you start putting stuff up? Because I want to make sure I come see it, man. Cousin said he chilling. I feel you. I'm over in East Cobb right now.
So I went to the dentist today, and I got a surprise.
When you gonna tell her about the slime? Sorry, she talking to her BFF about the slime. She went to the dentist this morning, right? And so it's a new dentist that we went to. I love it. We get to go back there with her and stuff. So, she after her appointment, she got the slime. You know, get to pick a prize, and she picked some slime. So she's showing her BFF right now. Oh. Cousin said he all worked for 4 days, but you got your little mini vacay. Jenny said, I can't wait to see what happens with Fat Joe. Listen, I hope that wasn't just a diversion. I hope they go through with that. Demetrius says, Jacket walking out, man. Puffy Jacket, he walking out, man, and it just doesn't feel right. Prosecution dropped the ball. It don't feel it. Listen, woo woo. Because as much as I don't want to agree, and as much as I don't want to feel the same way you do, Demetrius, it's something shaky about this, man. It's something that just isn't adding up. Like I didn't see the defense attorney working with the sense of urgency or a sense of importance to prove his innocence. They was like lackadaisical. I promise you, man, the way he was talking today, the question he was asking, the way he was acting, it was as if they know this is a joke. We don't even have to try. You know? DJ Zay says, I just put Angie Stone on there and Uncle Luke. Okay, I'm going to check it out after the show. I'm going to go for about another 10 minutes. Because then we'll be leaving here, heading back home. I'm supposed to go out with my little sister and my cousin tonight, but I don't know if I'm going to do that because I got to be up early in the morning to go film my scenes, and I don't want to miss that. Rap God Thanos said to Demetrius, I hope not. I do as well, Rap God. I hope we are so wrong. Jenny said, right, like Jag stories, all distractions. I honestly feel like Fat Joe was a distraction. Rap God says, court of opinion has already unalived his career. Oh, that's facts. That's facts. And look, and they got every right to. We have every right to. DKH 2019, welcome in, love. How you doing? We got every right to. She gonna be like, what? I didn't mean to hit the guest button. If she come in, I had to tell her I did not mean to do that. Rap God Thanos says, yep. Jenny says, Rap God Thanos, yep. I believe it was a humiliation ritual. Now, and that's a true thing. That actually happens, right? Rap God said to Jenny, it's literally a slap on the wrist then. And that's what I feel like he's getting. I feel like it's going to be a slap on the wrist. Don't get me wrong. When I say this, everything has been proven for the Ricardo. Everything. Right? But given who he is, given the elite company that he's around or surrounded by, I just feel like it's going to be a slap on the wrist. This is just a lesson to say, hey, look what we can do to you. Look how much power we hold over you. So now you're going to conform and stay conformed? Or the next time we go through this, we're going to go all the way. Jenny says that Demetrius Supreme, that part. Because if I were Jacket, I'd be after them. Yeah. And she said, facts. But they wanted to smear him and sway the public opinion. And here's the thing, though. Even with the swaying of public opinion, those of us who are diehard music fans, especially from the 90s, and I'm going to say like if we was teenagers in the 90s now, if you was younger, I don't know. too much. But if you was a teenager in the 90s, up until now, you've already heard things that he's done. You've already heard about him. I tell everybody, in 2008, and I know that because the first time I moved to Nebraska was in 2006, and that's when Me and You by Cassie dropped. 2 years after that, I was back in Georgia, and I'm telling you all, it was already being stated how he treated her. And it was from people who, well, okay, without saying so much, it's relatives of mine that's in the music industry. And they had mentioned it and talked about it. So we already knew back then. The problem is social media wasn't what it is. Technology wasn't what it is back then. You get what I'm saying? So it still got swept under the rug. Along with who he's affiliated with, it got swept under the rug. Jenny said people still going to rock with him, especially those who took that oath. Those are the only ones. Those are the only ones. Anybody else that has any kind of morals about themselves won't. You're right, though, Bestie. Unfortunately, those they stick together. That's why we're here now, right? Demetrius says Ricardo won't stick. You need more people to testify against him. They have 2 ladies, no bodyguard. I don't understand why they didn't bring in Roger Bond. As far as Big Gene, I would have brought him in, but I see why they didn't, because Big Gene has already gone on so many different platforms and spoke on the situation, you know. Jenny says, did you see Wendy W. talking about Aubrey and D. Woods? No, I did not. Wendy is talking? Tiffany said that part. Adrian said Chive will make sure he okay. That's his boo thing, right? Demetrius says no bodyguards, no previous artists. That's another thing, Demetrius. I was just saying, like, I would have brought the artists in. Some of the artists. You can't trust, like, I wouldn't have brought, like I said, I wouldn't have brought Faith in, because you can't trust her as far as you throw her. I wouldn't have brought her in. But like the Locks, Mace, I would say Shine and Loon, but I don't know if they would have, because they done changed, you know. Maybe Shine. Shine might have still came and said something. He might have bought you some substance. No, I haven't seen it, but please send it to me right now. But yeah, I would have brought them in, because once again, these are people who worked with him closely, not in the executive role or in the office role, right? But from an artist producer standpoint. That creates a different relationship, so you get a different perspective on how he was in. So they come in and say, yeah, he did this and this, and he robbed us of our money, or he didn't pay what he got over on us like that. And then you got the people that came to the stand now, and you put them both together. Now I think you got a stronger and more powerful allegation against him. I think. That's just me, but who am I? You know? But I would have done that, because those people know him just as well as anybody. Or Chopper, bring in Chopper. I want to say Freddie P too, but Freddie P got so much animosity and hostility towards him. I don't think that would have worked for him on the stand. But definitely Chopper. Chopper know how to control himself, conduct himself, yet convey the truth in an unbiased way. So Chopper would have been at the top of my list. Yeah, I know he's been on shows and platforms too and talking about it, but still, he ain't been out there like Gene and Jaguar has.